Good morning, Dakota Tait with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The long-awaited New Maitland Hospital is set to open its doors in just half an hour with new facilities worth $500 million. Built to replace the current hospital, it's hoped a range of new and improved services and infrastructure will meet the needs of the growing Maitland community. The new centre includes a cath lab for cardiac patients, an MRI machine, COVID-negative pressure rooms, chemotherapy chairs, and an intensive care unit. Maitland MP Jenny Aitchison says she hopes the new facility will put capacity problems to an end.
We've had enormous growth. We need to have that catered for. The Maitland Hospital's always at capacity, always touching over capacity. So this will really help reduce that strain. And the fact that it's been designed in the way of a new modern hospital, so you've got a co-location of services. They're all services that can be delivered in the one site rather than having to go between different sites.
An exemption from the Health Minister has saved a Hunter Music Festival just days away from happening. The Red Hot Summer Tour at Roche Estate on Saturday has been given the go-ahead after Brad Hazzard approved outdoor festivals with some restrictions. The events are allowed to go ahead as long as they take steps to keep patrons seated. Ticket holders are also being requested to bring their own rug or chair, wear a mask when they can't socially distance, and stay in their own groups. Declan Clausen will serve as Newcastle's Deputy Lord Mayor for another full term after a council meeting last night. The Labor councillor was originally elected as the city's youngest ever deputy in 2017. He beat out Liberal contender Jenny Barry for the job, winning 9 votes to 4 last night. The council also voted to extend the deputy's term to the same length as the council's, meaning they won't vote on another deputy until the next election. Greens councillor John McKenzie moved instead to cut back the deputy's term to just 6 months, but was unsuccessful. A new Hunter charity is encouraging the Hunter to donate and help fill backpacks for disadvantaged kids heading back to school. The backpack venture was founded in response to concerns there wasn't as much support for kids in rural parts of the Hunter as in Newcastle and the city. They're looking for backpacks, lunchboxes and stationery for students, as well as sanitary items for young girls. Volunteer Colleen Mulholland says stories from the community prove just how important their work really is.
When the little boy finished with his lunch bag, the little kid at school asked could he have his lunch bag because his parents couldn't get him any lunch bags. So when you hear those type of stories and you know not only us but the community itself are making a big difference, and not just a difference to family members but children, and these people are our future generation.
People interested in donating should head to the group's Facebook page to find the closest spot to drop off a donation. Court documents have alleged an off-duty police officer who blew 4 times the legal limit last November had also been handling a rifle earlier that night while intoxicated. Probationary Constable Oliver Reinhardt returned a reading of .218 at Toronto Police Station. His car had been found parked in the middle of the road at Freeman's Waterhole, where members of the public helped move the vehicle off the road. The 40-year-old now faces 1 drink driving charge as well as 2 firearms offences. He was excused from appearing in Toronto local court yesterday, and the matter's been adjourned until February.
2NURFM Sport.
Hawkesbury Mayor Tycoon Halley is tipped for a breakthrough win in the 1500-metre benchmark 64 handicap at the Newcastle Jockey Club's midweek meeting today. The 4-year-old notched up a second-place finish in the 1350 metres on Boxing Day, half a length from the first-place finisher. Tycoon Halley's trainers believe she'll benefit from the longer length after claiming 3rd place in the same track in October. Newcastle-based wheelchair racer Reid McCracken is set to suit up for his first competition since the Tokyo Paralympics. The 5-time Paralympic medalist will make his 12th appearance in the annual Summer Down Under series, which kicks off tomorrow. McCracken relocated to Newcastle in 2015 to be trained by 5-time Paralympic coach Andrew Dawes at the Fernley Dawes Athletic Centre. And Jets midfielder Lucy Johnson says she's confident her quadricep injury won't prevent her from taking the field in the club's clash with Brisbane on Sunday. And the winning numbers in the Oz Lotto are 3, 9, 14, 17, 30, 37 and 38. And the supplementaries are 12 and 34. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.